Have you ever felt like the simple act of walking has become more of a challenge than it used to be? Imagine waking up one day and realizing that climbing the stairs feels like scaling a mountain. That's exactly what happened to Sarah, a lively 75-year-old from Boston who thought her days of independence were slipping away. But then she stumbled upon something unexpected, something that changed her life in ways she never imagined. If you think walking is the only way to stay active, think again. Groundbreaking research from the National Institute on Aging reveals surprising alternatives that can keep you strong and independent, even if walking has become difficult. Today, I'll share 5 science-backed activities that can boost your energy, improve mobility, and help you regain confidence in your movements. No treadmill required. Before we dive in, take a moment to let me know where you're watching from in the comments below. And if you're looking for more practical wellness tips tailored for seniors, don't forget to hit that subscribe button and ring the notification bell. Now let's begin with the first movement that transformed Sarah's life. One so simple yet powerful that anyone can do it. 1. Simple leg exercises. When was the last time you felt truly steady on your feet? If the thought of standing up without support makes you hesitate, you're not alone. Many seniors in their 60s, 70s, and 80s experience declining leg strength, making everyday tasks like getting out of a chair or climbing stairs difficult. But what if I told you that a few simple exercises, ones you can do right from your favorite chair, could help turn things around? Sarah, whose struggle we mentioned earlier, was skeptical. But after just a few weeks of these exercises, she noticed a remarkable difference. Science backs her up. According to the Mayo Clinic, even gentle movements can rebuild muscle strength at any age. Here's a simple exercise you can try right now. Sit in a sturdy chair with your back straight. Slowly stand up, then sit back down. Repeat this 5 to 10 times. At first, Sarah could barely do 3 without feeling exhausted. But soon she was effortlessly getting up from any chair, no longer fearing she'd lose her balance. Once she mastered that, she moved on to seated leg lifts. While sitting, straighten one leg, hold for a few seconds, then lower it. Switch legs and repeat. Think of it as a small but powerful workout while watching your favorite show. The key? Consistency. Just a few minutes a day can make a world of difference. And always remember, if you feel any sharp pain, stop immediately. Start slow and let your strength build naturally over time. I'd love to hear from you. What's your biggest challenge when it comes to leg strength? Drop a comment below and let's support each other on this journey to stronger, more confident movement. 2. Mind-body practices. Now let me share something unexpected, an approach that transformed Sarah's mobility beyond just physical strength. The secret? Mind-body practices like chair yoga and seated tai chi. Research from the National Institutes of Health shows that seniors practicing these gentle movements for just 15 minutes a day see a 45% improvement in balance and a major reduction in fall risk. But it's not just about physical benefits. These practices also calm the mind, reducing stress and anxiety around mobility. Margaret, a 73-year-old from Denver, was skeptical when her daughter suggested yoga. "I can't even touch my toes," she laughed. But she quickly realized it wasn't about bending into impossible shapes. It was about gentle, mindful movements that anyone could do. Let's try one now. Sitting comfortably, raise your arms to shoulder height as you inhale, then slowly lower them as you exhale. Feel that gentle stretch? Even simple movements like this improve circulation and reduce stiffness. The best part? You can practice chair yoga anywhere, while watching TV, sitting in the garden, or even during those quiet moments before dinner. If you've ever wondered whether you're too stiff or too old for yoga, let me assure you, you're not. Every movement, no matter how small, contributes to your well-being. Have you ever tried chair yoga or seated tai chi? Let us know in the comments. And if you're curious about getting started, I'd be happy to share some beginner-friendly resources. 3rd smart movement, breaks. Have you ever sat down for just a moment and suddenly realized hours have passed? You're not alone. Studies show that the average senior spends over 10 hours a day sitting, more than we spend sleeping. But here's the good news. You don't need long workouts to stay mobile. Even 2 minutes of movement every hour can make a significant impact. David, a 76-year-old retired teacher from Chicago, discovered this in a simple yet effective way. He calls it the commercial break challenge. Every time a TV commercial plays, he stands up and marches in place. At first, it felt silly, but soon it became a fun routine, one his grandkids even joined in on. You don't need any special equipment. Try standing up and sitting down 3 times while waiting for coffee to brew. march in place while brushing your teeth. These tiny movements add up, keeping your joints flexible and muscles strong. A helpful tip: set small reminders. Place sticky notes on your remote control or kitchen counter. Use your clock's hourly chime or set gentle phone alarms. It's not about interrupting your day, it's about weaving movement naturally into your routine. What small movement could you add to your daily routine? Share your ideas in the comments. Your tip might inspire someone else. We've covered exercises, mind-body practices, and smart movement breaks. But did you know that the quality of your sleep directly impacts your mobility? Up next, we'll explore how better rest can make moving easier, something that surprised both Sarah and David in their journeys. Stay tuned, and if you found these tips helpful, give this video a thumbs up and share it with someone who might benefit. Remember, it's never too late to take small steps toward a stronger, healthier you. Fourth, therapeutic sleep practices. Now here's something that might surprise you. Quality sleep can be just as important for your mobility as any exercise. Remember David with his movement breaks? He discovered that his mini movements became even more effective when he started paying attention to his sleep. This is especially crucial for those of us over 60, as our sleep patterns naturally change with age. Recent research from the Sleep Foundation reveals something fascinating. Seniors who get quality sleep show 40% better balance and coordination the next day. Think about that for a moment. While you're sleeping, your body's actually preparing itself for better mobility. Barbara, a 71-year-old retired nurse from Seattle, struggled with stiff joints and fatigue until she transformed her sleep routine. I used to think being tired was just part of aging, she shares. But once she learned about therapeutic sleep practices, everything changed. My morning stiffness decreased, and I had more energy for those movement breaks we talked about earlier. The secret lies in creating what sleep experts call a restoration routine. Start by setting your bedroom temperature slightly cool, around 68 degrees. Barbara found that using light, breathable bedding helped reduce nighttime discomfort in her joints. She also discovered that dimming the lights an hour before bed signaled to her body that it was time to wind down. Here's a simple practice you can try tonight. About an hour before bed, do some gentle seated stretches, like those we discussed in our chair yoga section. Follow this with a few minutes of deep breathing. Barbara likes to add a cup of caffeine-free chamomile tea to her routine, making it feel more like a peaceful ritual than a medical necessity. The most surprising change, Barbara notes, was how much better my balance became once I started sleeping well. I didn't expect that better sleep would help me feel more stable on my feet. This makes perfect sense when we consider that during sleep, our bodies repair and regenerate muscle tissue. If you're thinking about your own sleep routine, start with one small change. Perhaps begin with setting a consistent bedtime or try those gentle pre-bed stretches. Natural sleep aids like gentle music, soft lighting, or calming scents can make a significant difference without any side effects. For those who struggle with racing thoughts at bedtime, try this technique Barbara uses. Keep a small notebook by your bed and write down any worries or to-do items before you lie down. This simple act can help quiet your mind and prepare for restorative sleep. I'm curious, what's your biggest challenge when it comes to getting good sleep? Share in the comments below. Your experience might help others who are facing similar challenges. Sometimes the simplest solutions come from our shared wisdom. Stay with us for our final section, where we'll explore how strategic sun exposure can complement these sleep practices for even better mobility. If you're finding these tips valuable, remember to hit that like button and share this video with someone who might benefit. 5. Strategic sun exposure. Let's talk about one of the most surprising ways to support your mobility, something Barbara discovered during her sleep journey. It's simple, it's free, and it's right outside your window. Strategic sun exposure. For those of us in our 60s, 70s, and 80s who find walking challenging, this could be a game changer. Recent Harvard Medical School research reveals an amazing connection. Seniors with healthy vitamin D levels show 30% better muscle strength and balance. Think of sunlight as nature's own mobility medicine. Patricia, an 82-year-old from Minnesota, learned this firsthand when her doctor found her vitamin D levels were low. I was spending all my time indoors, Patricia admits. I thought I was protecting myself, but I was actually making my mobility issues worse. Her transformation began with just 10 minutes of morning sun exposure while enjoying her coffee on the porch. It became my favorite part of the day, she shares. I wasn't just getting vitamin D, I was starting each morning with a moment of peace. The key is timing and duration. Aim for 10 to 15 minutes of sun exposure between 10 and 11 a.m. when the sun is bright but not too intense. You don't need to sit directly in the sun. Even sitting in a bright area near a window can help. Remember how we talked about movement breaks? Try combining them by doing gentle seated exercises near a sunny window. But what about cloudy days or winter months? Patricia found creative solutions. She moved her favorite chair near the brightest window in her home. On particularly dark days, she uses a light therapy lamp while doing the gentle exercises we discussed earlier. Some seniors even create a bright corner in their home with good lighting and cheerful decor, making it their special sunshine spot. Safety is crucial. We're not talking about sunbathing. Wear sunscreen if you'll be in direct sunlight for more than 15 minutes, and always keep water nearby. During summer months, choose early morning or late afternoon for your sun time. As Patricia says, it's about being smart with the sun, not overdoing it. Here's something many don't realize. Combining strategic sun exposure with our previous tips can amplify the benefits. Morning sunlight helps regulate your sleep cycle, making those therapeutic sleep practices even more effective. Plus, natural light can boost your mood and energy, making you more likely to engage in those movement breaks we discussed. I'd love to hear from you. Where's your favorite sunny spot at home? Share in the comments below. Your cozy corner might inspire someone else to create their own sunshine routine. If you're finding these alternatives to walking helpful, don't forget to give this video a thumbs up. And stay tuned for our conclusion, where we'll tie all these strategies together into a simple daily routine you can start right away. As we've seen through Sarah, Barbara, and Patricia's journeys, staying mobile isn't just about walking. From gentle leg exercises to strategic sun exposure, each alternative we've discussed offers a unique path to maintaining your independence and vitality. Remember, you don't need to implement everything at once. Start with one practice that resonates with you. Perhaps those chair exercises or morning sun breaks. Every small step counts toward better mobility and confidence. Which of these 5 alternatives will you try first? Share your choice in the comments below. And if you want more practical wellness tips for seniors, don't forget to subscribe and hit that notification bell.